Hello and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of the program. It's Lens on Maritime. Lens on Maritime is a program that brings to you all the happenings in the maritime sector from Monday all the way to the weekend. And of course, on this show, we'll review all the stories that made the headlines. And of course, it's the most watched maritime show on TV. So if you're looking for a maritime story, you are right on the right spot. And I must say this week was very eventful from Monday up till Friday. And big story made the headlines. But before we give you all of that, let's take a very quick break. We'll be back with all the actions. Don't go away.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Maritime Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Maritime Agencies Limited, we offer the best of customs services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Maritime Agencies Limited, second floor Ofimo House, Plot 6 Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on emailangagencies@gmail.com. Maritime Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
At International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving you from demurrage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-6227-1120, 081-2763-3510, or you can send us an email, info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website, www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics.
Welcome back. Now, it's our duty to go around the maritime sector, talk about the haulage sector, the port itself, freight forwarding business, every story, every news that has to do with the maritime sector, we got it covered on the program. So here are the stories that made the headlines during the week.
The Council of Maritime Transport Unions and Associations, COMTWA, have honored the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, alongside Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was awarded as the COMTWA Governor of the Year for their support for the subsector in the maritime industry, especially the trucking and haulage businesses. COMTWA National President Adeyinka Aroyanwo, while speaking with newsmen, announced the association's return to the Port Standing Tax Team, PSTT. Aroyanwo said the move was important to jointly tackle the menace in the corridors of the port.
The committee seems to be derailing, but over time, with our criticism and a lot of effort of the Nigeria Shippers Council, I think we are now on track. And COMTWA sees the reason to collaborate with them so that things can be done properly, especially when it now comes to the area of traffic in the port access road. And I want to believe if we collaborate, we'll be able to achieve more results than what we are seeing now.
Strength in unity. And there is no father who have about 20 children and we wish one out of it. And like you have heard the president of COMTWA, who said at a point they opted to leave the group. But now today, they've opted to come back. And that interests us very well. And that was why my response to say that we welcome them back, but our rule of engagement still remains. Because in the post-time tax thing, there are rules of engagement. So any member who refuses to follow that rule of engagement has his own free will. So I'm happy they are back.
General Manager, Lagos State Waterways Authority, Oluwadamilola Emmanuel, in his remark, said Lagos State government will, in December, release a transport policy that will guide all transportation operations in the state. He also highlighted what the state government is doing to secure the inland waterways.
Just waiting to be commissioned by Mr. Governor before the end of this year. We are setting up the very first of its kind in Sub-Saharan Africa, an inland waterways control room. And the whole idea of that control room is to effectively monitor all of the boats moving on the inland waterways. And we believe that as we do that as well, it will help us with safety, it will help us with security, and most importantly, help us to begin to generate accurate data that will help us be able to effectively make informed decisions for the waterways. And of course, we've also enhanced our emergency and rescue units because we realized that it was very, very important to be able to have quicker response to emergencies, especially when they happen on the waterways. And we've been able to enhance this significantly, and we now have this in 3 major locations on the waterways.
The transportation policy, I want to assure you that before the end of December, the transportation policy will be out.
Some dignitaries at the event discussed way forward for Nigerian maritime sector.
Of doing business, because the easier it is, the better for business and trade. And these are countries of the world, and the deep green, they are the best. For example, if you go to Europe, especially Switzerland, you can register your business in 4 hours. Whereas in Namibia, it may take you 4 years. And in those countries, 1 day pay is enough to register your company. 1 day hiring salary. But in some of the African countries, 1 year pay is not enough to register your business. So these are the issues that is influencing. But it seems our people are doing they understood it, they are working at it, but they are now distracted because of politics. Because it was Professor Shibajo that was in charge of the ease of doing business.
The commander of Narcotics National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Tinkan Command, Mohammed Abubakar, has linked the success recorded by the agency in the war against drug abuse (WADA) in the country to the continuous sensitization campaign of the agency. Abubakar, in a chat with our correspondent Brownson Uwana, reiterates the need for all Nigerians to stay away from illicit drug abuse and importation. The Tinkan Island Port commander also sent a strong warning to drug smugglers that his command will leave no stone unturned to ensure any perpetrators are brought to book.
So various methods through which we detect the movement of these drugs through our forts. And our teams are always up and doing concerning that. We have targeting teams, and their work is to look at all the containers that are coming into the ports through the manifests and other sources, and to come up with a profile of those containers. And one which we have interest in, we go after them. So that is how we do it. It's not each and every container. It's only the one from the indices, that is from the indicators which we get from those targeting teams. Then we go after those consignments. And on the basis of that, we always conduct 100% examination once we identify such containers or such consignment coming into the country. So it is always on the basis of that we made our arrest and seizure. So
NDLEA Tinkan commander also appealed to Nigerian Customs Service to apply speed in handing over all drug seizure to the agency to speed up investigation and prosecution.
rightly, as you have said, difficult, because the kind of environment, like most of the times here at the ports, customs being the lead agency around the place, whenever we had a distant discovery of these hard drugs inside any consignment, the customs always want keep the exhibits, which they keep for some times before they transfer back to us. And it was always making things very difficult in order to pursue those men, because most of the times when they are holding the exhibit, they conduct some kind of this investigation within themselves. So by the time we started our own investigation, you will find that there are a lot of things that has been modeled in the process, and this is not helping our cause. And most of the times, just like what you have said, getting to the main importer will be difficult, because once they started, then those people, they will try to get their act together, trying to conceal whatever. So by the time they transferred the exhibit to us and we started our own investigation in earnest, we will find that in many ways we are distant at the trade end of the whole distant situation.
Top stories right there, and of course that's how busy the industry can get sometimes. Now, last week of the program, we look at how the freight forwarding business has fared in 2021, in 2022, and we also said that we'll be bringing you part 2 of that, but the part 2 is not going to be today. But today we're looking at part 1 of customs and the activities in 2021, and of course we'll be looking at how in 2022, I beg your pardon, and how they fared. What are those policies they brought in this year that were good, and the ones that, of course, freight forwarders and shippers frowned at. And Stevie Debe is the president of the Patriot Anti-Corruption Initiative. The importer, of course, is also a freight forwarder. So who's best to give us this information? He joins me right now on the program.
At International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving from demurrage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-6227-1120, 081-2763-3510, or you can send us an email, info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website, www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Maritime Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Maritime Agencies Limited, we offer the best of custom services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Maritime Agencies Limited, 2nd floor of Fimo House, Plot 6, Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on emilienagencies@gmail.com. Maritime Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
So much for joining me on the program today, sir.
Yes, my brother. It's a pleasure.
All right.
Being with you.
Now,
thank you for having me also.
All right. I'm very pleased to have you. 2022 started with lots of drama as far as the clearing business is concerned, different policies of governments, and The most famous one that was greeted with lots of protests has to be VIN valuation. The VIN, now we have the VIN and the non-VIN and all of that. But when it was firstly introduced, there were lots of reactions from, would I say, freight forwarders about the amount paid. Some say the amount they pay skyrocketed up to like 300%. And there were some other policies. There's the issue of PAR and benchmarking and all of that. But overall, let's look at 2022 customs operation. How would you rate their performance this year?
Anyway, where do I start? You said it all that there was a lot of drama, and there was a lot of drama, and also even trying to end up in drama again. Because I will have to start with what is happening now. I was expecting you to even start with that. About some DCGs that are due to leave custom by December, going to lobby to extend their time. A person that has worked to a retirement stage, getting to the stage of you going to retirement leave, you refuse to go. And you are trying to lobby your way to make up another 1 year or the other. We had it and we are smiling and waiting for that to happen. The way customs behave is sometimes making me to think if corruption is legalized between the customs. How can a DCG, who after being in service and at a certain time you are due to go, you are lobbying to stay more?
So, how concrete is this information? Do you have any evidence to show that some of these people are it's still December is just around the corner. We are in December already, but we still have some few weeks for the year to run out. Maybe after the year runs out, most of these guys will,
Brownson, what I'm saying now is this as a news to you? So you mean you have not had it? It's on the news everywhere. It's on the news. Somebody called me and said, see what is happening. I said, can we see any evidence? He said, go and buy so and so newspaper. The Nation newspaper. I went and buy it. It's in my office. And it's in so many other media. It's even in the news. So you want to tell me you never heard about this?
Now, I'm just trying to maintain the focus on the program. Now, let's even talk about some of these custom policies from January up to this time. There have been lots of different policies. Some of them seem not to have worked, but I think government being who they are, sometimes they shy. Or they roll out the policy, it doesn't work well. They shy to retrieve these policies. Let's look at some of these custom policies. How would you rate it in this year? Do you think it has really produced the kind of result you would have expected?
That's why I said that was why I said sometimes it will seem as if to say corruption is legalized in this thing, because like this issue of benchmarking that they went back to. The customs remember that there was a time this benchmarking issue came up. It was dialogued everywhere and the customs scrapped it and nobody was talking about it. All of a sudden, with the style, Kurukere way, they come back to it again. Which way do they come back? By saying that every 40-footer container we pay. At the time they started with as you said from early this year, they started with a certain stage. Today where we are is at 4 million naira. Where you are saying we want to make sure that a 40-footer container is paying for 4 million naira. Because of that, an item that is paying 5%, you jack the CIF up to 80 million naira, only for you to get a basic duty of 4 million naira. You don't ask yourself, with the common sense, is this goods up to this amount in a 40-footer container? If I am being asked, how do I come to this extent of this jacking up I'm doing? How do I express it? How do I illustrate what I'm doing. They just go ahead and do it for doing sake. And we have been complaining. And these things doesn't make any sense. This customers, sometimes they do things they do. I always say it. They are the ones soiling their name in the mud by their attitudes. And what is the cause of all these things? And when I will be talking now, they say I'm saying custom is corrupt, this, that. But when you do some kind of thing, you're supposed to know that what are you doing? You are trying to narrow yourself before you do something. And the custom is something, I maintain this the other time I said it. Custom is the people we know that they are so much technically involved. But these days I don't know what is happening. Sometimes they put up a policy that they will put, you will be thinking about it, you don't know how to illustrate it within yourself. But then you have to ask, these people that put up this thing, don't they have meetings? Don't they have managerial team? The other day, the CG came. I went up, when I go there, I did not show myself. I just go and hide somewhere where they say they come to commission scanning in Apapa. Yeah. Wasn't you there? Which scanning machine are they commissioning? One scanning machine, refurbished machine that cannot scan up to 20 containers in a day. Is that one CG travel all the way from Abuja to come and surrender that they are scan their commission? I was somewhere just looking at them laughing with the minister that they come to commissioner scanning seat in Apapa. But what scanning seat? How many machines do you buy? Do you install in Apapa that you come to commission? But then Apapa, a whole Apapa Premier, one of the biggest spots in West Africa. You bring one refurbished old scanning machine that is not working and come and put it there. Bring minister. Some people, these people, when they are behaving, are looking at it, these people, are they okay?
Now let's even look at the role of associations. Now you made mention that custom have introduced lots of policies that, I mean, they sit very well, even to the freight forwarders and all. Now we have lots of associations in the freight forwarding industry. Now those days, comrade, you notice that when some of these policies come out, associations seems to come together, kick against this thing and all of that. But especially in 2022, I can't remember at any point where associations need to, where any association in the maritime industry, freight forward association, intervene and challenge customs to some of these policies. Why do you think we are having, this now, like the kind of associations we have now?
Those days, when we decide that we are going to do this, all we have to do, I'm a member of NAGAV, one of my NAGAV hierarchy. By then, I think I was the chairman, national chairman, ethics complaint and discipline. That was my position then. Today, I am the national chairman. Today, I'm still a member of NAGAV. I'm the national chairman, intelligent and inspectorate.
Okay.
NAGAV. So, but by then, what we used to do is when we NAGAV contact ANCLA, then ANCLA and NAGAV will be together. We will invite the other small associations that are coming up. Those that are strong, about 3 of them more, they join us. We do what we want to do, and it goes normal. Like all these kind of policies. If we were to be there and we come together, we put up a memorandum this is what we don't want, and we take it to the appropriate authority. It must happen, and if they refuse, we withdraw our service. And when we withdraw, we withdraw.
So why is it different?
But what is happening was that when we did that thing, and it was successful. Calls begin to come from presidency, from custom headquarters, from Minister of Transport. Then some of those people, that is why I say that you cannot query your Oga. Those that are our Oga by then, they called them to Abuja. They went there, they carried Ghana must go money, give them. And they came back. When they came back, they say, Yankuri. wait, make we give them some days. They are going to do something. This is how they dismiss everything. Share Ghana must go, and that is how the whole thing die. So right now, as it is now, you call me tomorrow, say, come, let us do this thing. And the association and the freight forwarders association level, you will not see me there, I will not go. And so many of us like that, until you are a man, I'm a man, you live in your house, you have your own family, I have my own family. We are doing association does not mean that everybody doesn't have level.
Yeah.
Everybody have level. But for us to be doing something at a time, you go there, go and listen, they sidetrack me and become a fool. No.
All right.
And that is what cripples, and that's what cost does. Yes, that's what cripples associations, and that's why we are here. Yeah.
And also, some people have also said that the Anaka crisis haven't really helped the freight forwarding industry, because most of these things will be very weighty. If you made mention of NAGAF, one of the strongest association. You have Anaka and of course the others coming together. It makes it very weighty. But it's a good place to end it today. Next week we'll be having part 2 of this conversation on the customs activities for the year 2022. Comrade, I must thank you for always sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
It's a pleasure.
Program will be having part 2 of this discussion. We need to take it home, looking at the activity of the Nigerian Customs Service in 2022, and of course look at what to expect in the year 2023, I beg your pardon. At this point, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of the program. Now, you can follow us on all our social media platforms currently displaying on your screen right now. Now, if you have a program in the maritime sector you want us to be part of, do send us an email to cruciallinemedia@gmail.com. You can also call us on 080-322-66692. Go to our YouTube channel. It's Nigeria Maritime TV. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Brownson Uwana. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the day.